What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today I'm bringing you guys some more SpinTires mods. Now, in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys the Mercedes G-Wagon mod, which basically, it says on the back that it is a, oh gosh, actually, where does it say it? It says it's a G500, but as you can see, it's got upgraded wheels, upgraded tires, much more suited to off-road, and I'm going to put this thing through several tests and show you guys how it drives, how it works, how it is in the mud, and whether or not you guys should actually take your time to download and install this mod. So, first thing I'm going to show you though is this thing's a little top heavy, as you'll now see. You can do rolls in it, and wow, Facebook went off, really? I forgot to close that again. But no, this thing rolls over very, very easily. Probably the easiest out of anything I've actually ever driven in SpinTires. It is extremely top heavy. And, I mean, I tried going on the death road in this thing, and it was so top heavy that it couldn't make it. You just got it on the side of the hill, and it just rolled over. It's that top heavy. The funny thing is that it's really fast. It's probably the fastest truck that I have in SpinTires so far, so it's really, really fast. But the problem with it is, it's so top heavy that you don't want to use it for mountain climbing, and it doesn't really have the ground clearance for rock crawling, so you kind of have to reserve it for mud, which, I mean, that's fine and all, but I would have kind of liked it to be a little less top heavy. But then again, that's a little bit, I guess that's kind of inherent of the G-Class, since it's kind of top heavy anyway. So I'm actually gonna show you guys though, it's how good this thing is in the mud, because whoa, that's actually quite a jump. But once he actually gets in the mud, I mean, it's in high right now, but drop into low, and there we go. Okay, I was about to say, and it's not moving. I was like about to say, and that is extremely embarrassing because it was not moving. I was about to say how good it was in the mud, but then again, I mean, it was good earlier. It was good earlier. But no, seriously, it's not bad in the mud, I guess you could say. There are other trucks that are a little bit better, but this is certainly not bad in the mud. I mean, it monsters the water, though. It's great through the water. It monsters it. The only thing that it has trouble with is when the mud, when the mud gets really, really deep, because when the mud gets really, really deep, that's when you start to have trouble in this thing. But, just like standard kind of just driving through mud, like just standard, kind of the mud that I would say is not too deep, kind of moderately deep mud, it's fine, totally fine. Water is totally fine as well with this thing. Has no problem at all going through water, like whatsoever. Now I'll just actually go ahead and show you guys how top heavy this thing is. I'm actually gonna go ahead and show you with some of the hills over here, because it is insanely top heavy. Like, you would not even believe how top heavy this thing is. It's something that you kind of just have to see and experience just to realize. Whoa, 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 we've done a wheelie. We've done a wheelie. But see, even here and now, it was leaning a ton. But I mean, for example, though, it monsters, I'll just show you again, monsters water. Absolutely just monsters it. Until it rolls on its side, at which point it is impossible to get it back unless you snap it. Which is kind of unfortunate, because you kind of want to be able to go to certain places, and that's what that's what makes this truck, I guess you could say, a little bit, not truck, but SUV, a little bit limiting, because it's got really good, and see, there it goes again. It was climbing out just fine, but it's so top heavy that it can't help but roll over. I mean, I just snap it in and it almost rolls over just immediately. It's so hard to keep this thing from rolling over. It really, really is. And it's hard for it to get traction when it's on its side, because, I mean, when it finally does, yeah, it goes. It pulls itself right out. But it's so bouncy and so, like I said, top heavy, that keeping it actually on its wheels is pretty difficult to do sometimes. Let's actually see what's up here. I think it should be able to get up here. I've never actually been over here. I never actually really explored this area of the map. I saw the fact that it went down on that side, and I was like, I do not want to flip. See, look how easy it is. It just bounces, and it flips. I feel like the suspension is just really, really, it's like, it's way too bouncy. Like, everything is just set up on this very, very bouncy suspension, and it just doesn't work out all that well for crawling or for ever you might be wanting to do. I feel like this, with the kind of see, there you go again. This, with the kind of suspension setup on the Grand Cherokee XJ that I had recently, like this, with that suspension setup, would be amazing. I mean, I guarantee you that this is way faster than the Cherokee. I mean, I know for a fact it is way faster than the Cherokee. But the problem that this has, that the Cherokee doesn't have, is the Cherokee has a really, really good suspension. A really, really, really good suspension. I wonder if we can make it through here. I don't know, but we could try. Whoa, God. We were floating for a second there. I guarantee you we were floating for a second. Slowly, come on. There you go. But yeah, that is definitely one of the things you want to keep in mind before you use it. And there it goes again. This would be up there, and yeah. And sometimes you wind up on your wheels, sometimes you don't. It's a very, I want to say it's very unpredictable, these rolls. They're hard to control, and like I said, they're very unpredictable. It can make it very entertaining to drive, but at the same time, if you're actually going for, like, serious off-roading, and you want to, like, you actually want to get somewhere in the game, like you're doing some serious exploring, this might not be the proper vehicle for that, because of the fact that it is just so, like, roly-poly top-heavy. Is there anything over here? No, I think that's the edge of the map. Yep, we found the edge of the map. We found the edge of the map. We better back up. Although I have never been over here, though. So there's definitely a lot of area that I haven't explored yet. Let's actually try going this way and see how long we can keep going without rolling this thing, because that's really that's the real challenge with this G-Wagon, is not whether you can get where you're going or not, it's whether you can get where you're going or not without rolling over. Not bad so far. Trying to find a decent line for this. One that doesn't involve trees and rocks, preferably. And it's weird because there are so many good points about this thing that are overshadowed by the... See, look, there it goes again. It's so top-heavy that you can't do anything with it. You'll just roll down the mountain you're trying to climb. And that's, I think, the biggest thing that hurts this thing, hurts this vehicle, is because it looks so cool. Like, I love the look of a G-Class. I love the look of a G-Class. But the problem with it is that because of its top heaviness, it's extremely impractical for any kind of serious off-roading, at least in SpinTires. I know they're really good at off-roading in real life, but at least here in SpinTires with this mod, it's so it feels just like it's not going to be that effective. I mean, it's great for going through water and things like that, but it's not very effective for climbing anything steep. Now, I've actually never tried to take any vehicles through the swamp before, and I don't know how deep it is, but we're going to give it a shot anyway, because I think this thing should be able to handle it, depending on how deep it is. Oh, not bad at all. It's a little deeper there, but still not bad at all. As long as the terrain doesn't change dramatically underneath us, we should be okay. But honestly, I really didn't think that swamping would be the strong suit for this G-Wagon. I thought it was going to be mountain climbing and that kind of stuff, but no, it's swamping. And there we go, we've fallen in again. But no, it's literally swamping and going through water and deep mud, because I don't know, but I don't know exactly why, but that's what this thing works best for. That's really what this thing works best for. Like, if you have water that you need to cross, you're playing SpinTires, you have water you need to cross, bring this thing in, and, well, you will flip over if you're not careful. But bring this thing in, and you'll cross it no problem. As long as you don't, like I said, as long as you don't let yourself roll over, which is the biggest issue with this G-Wagon. If I can find another G-Wagon, I'll test it out and see if it's as rolly as this one is. And like I said, that could have something to do with... Wow, okay, we've literally drowned. We've literally drowned the G-Wagon. But the biggest thing that I want to see is if there are any other G-Wagon mods. I want to test them out and see if they're as top-heavy and as rolly as this one is, because if they are, then it's more, I guess it's more of a case of just the vehicle in general. But if they're not, then we might be able to see, what the developer did with this particular mod to make it so top heavy. Now, don't get me wrong, I really, really like this mod. I think I'd give it about a 7.5 out of 10, but because of the fact that it's so good through mud and through deep water. But the fact is that once you take it onto any kind of really bumpy terrain or steep terrain, it just bounces over onto its side and basically just kind of kills itself because it's just rolling over. Honestly, not been through this area before. Well, at least this area with the water in it. Come on. This is like rock crawling in water. That's crazy. Although, like, this thing almost seems like almost to come alive when it's doing anything that's related to. Oh, there. Never mind. There it goes. It's dead. It hasn't come alive. It's dead. But it does really well in water for some reason. Water, mud. It's good to go. In fact, let's see if we can crawl this bit without rolling over. Ooh, we're kind of wedged. Oh god. Yeah, we're not. Well, we're more than a bit wedged. I want to say we're more than a bit wedged. Come on, slowly. Slowly. No, 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 no! Dang it! You have to be so careful and, like, just so cautious about where you go. I mean, the Jeep Cherokee that I had, it would not be flipping here. It would not be flipping here. The suspension was so well sorted on that thing that it would not be flipping here. I mean, even there, it would not be flipping. I mean, this thing, I tried it on the death road, like I said earlier, and it flipped on the first obstacle. The very first obstacle on the death road, and it flipped. And it's just, I don't know. I think if I had to, I don't know. I'm really struggling to come up with a final verdict for this thing because I love it, but it's not that effective. Like, I love it to use, just to use in the game, and it's fun, but it's nowhere near as effective as that Jeep Cherokee that I showed you guys the other day. And see, it's gone again. It's rolled over again. And again. And, yeah, there we go again. Okay, I'm going to see if I can actually snap it to a spot where it will not roll. Follow, please, camera. Ugh. Oh, come on. Never mind. You know what? It wants to stay on its side. It wants to stay on its side. So, if, and I think, as far as coming to a final verdict about this thing, I want to give it a 7 out of 10. Just because of the fact that it would be the score would be a lot higher, if it was, if it didn't roll over this much. But, it definitely has 7 out of 10 because it looks brilliant. It's great through mud and water. But like I said, that rollover is just horrible. Like I said, the Cherokee that I reviewed recently does not roll anywhere near as much as this thing. So, if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comment section below what you thought of it. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. And I will see you guys later. And also, if you guys want to download this particular mod for SpinTires, try it out yourself, kind of form your own opinion about the mod. There will be a link in the description below to this G-Wagon, so you can download it as well as the map I'm using. And I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later.